Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Wario Land. I'm your host TPC Gamer, and this is take 1. If I scrap this and try again, I will let you know. I will be honest. Now the reason I left level 40 until last is because this stage... I forget why exactly, but this stage always gave me a lot of trouble when I was younger. And I guess I can just go right to hell after I said we were done with the springboard blocks in the last episode. Good soundtrack though. Jeez, game, what are you trying to kill me now? Probably. But that's alright, because this game is the kind of GM that realizes, hey, it's actually their job for the players to reach their goal. You know? Well, maybe not with these bonus hearts. But I hope this is a zero-sum level. Like, you are given 100 hearts to collect, so even if you die, you get a free life to continue with. Because with, it's 36 lives and 3 deaths? Clearly, I am in need of some in-game assistance. Right, anything fun down here? I don't need a checkpoint. Didn't take me too long to get here, and there's no real challenges, just a few careful jumps, you know? Well, heck, just come in with a bunny hat and fly over the level. I seem to recall they actually put a bunch of stuff out of bounds in case you did that. Oh, yeah. See, I just collected a bunch of hidden coins. Wait, what? Alright, you all saw that, right? I landed on that block, and it decided just no-sell and throw me into a pit? Perhaps in retaliation for me saying I don't need a checkpoint? Fine then. I will play your stupid game, and I will pay the checkpoint for the final stage. I don't need it anyway. The money, that is. Oh, you... I saw that. I know your tricks now, game. And you know, I would very much like to see a game that reads what you are doing outside of the game and uses it to screw with you. Like, if you jump when a particular enemy appears, it would throw that enemy at you more. Or, like, if you say you don't like X, it forces you to use X. Try that jump again, how about? There we go. The only thing is, I can't imagine this game working. Because either we would advertise the feature, and people would exploit it like Final Fantasy II, or we wouldn't announce it, and... I'm pretty sure then my plan becomes unwilling human experimentation. I'm pretty sure that would make me the villain of my own video game. I'm not the good kind, like in this game. That's some Dr. Marone nonsense. Or, more accurately, the villain from Halloween 3. I forget his name. All I remember is the Silver Shamrock jingle. Was that so hard? Not another game has decided to let me continue, apparently. Is this the final boss corridor? It's a lot shorter than I remember it being. What on earth gave me issues when I was young? Yeah. Oh, I remember. The Black Knight. If I remember, you have to hit him in the back. Which makes sense, because the other 3 sides have spikes on them. I also remember he's not very smart. I remember how I keep telling you guys it's a pain to make humans look up? Apparently the same goes for AI in the old Game Boy games. Nice patrolling back and forth strategy, dude. Alright, final boss time, let's go. Oh, screw you, game. That was a final boss door if ever I saw one. Got the skull on it and everything. You know, because every other skull-shaped door in this game has led to a boss, apparently? My logic doesn't need to be internally consistent, because it just doesn't. Jeez, this thing just keeps on going, doesn't it? Whoa! I am crazy surprised I didn't die there. I guess they planned for this outcome when developing. Right, is this the final boss? Yes, it is! Oh, by the way, Captain Syrup is a girl. Her first name is Maple, so her name is Captain Maple Syrup. The manual refers to her as a him. Probably trying to do a Samus Aran thing. And can I just say how much I appreciate beginning the final boss theme with the same metallic screech that all the other bosses got. I like that. Also, last point of note, Nintendo Power kept calling Captain Syrup the princess because she's the girl and that's what you do with women in video games, apparently. Ah, whatever. So you can't actually beat her. You have to beat her genie. And to do this, you have to pick up the lamp and throw it around until it lands on its base. When it does, it lets out a puff of smoke, and you have to ride that puff of smoke to jump on the genie's head. So, there is an element of luck to this, which is never a good thing in a boss fight. Forget the final boss fight, but I don't know, the genie doesn't really do a great deal of attacking, you just have to hop over his fireball sometimes. I think he has a full screen or AoE attack, but I don't know, I might just be writing the game for the designers again. I do love to do that. But as far as I can tell, it's an element of luck, whether you get a puff of cloud from the lamp. I don't know if it's based on the timer or his position or anything like that. And I think these enemies are really aptly named as the Brown Sugar Pirates, because I'm getting a crazy rush. Yes! First time! Like, actual first time, too. Oop! I saw you pop in there, Mr. Sprite. But that's okay, I'll let that slide. I did a good job today. Why, what could this be? Oh, it's the giant golden statue of Princess Peach that Wario was searching for this whole time. Now I can sell it for a king's ransom. Wait, Mario's in this game. I mean, your name's on the screen and all, but this is Wario's game. What are you doing, dude? Oh, come on! Mario, you're a jerk. No wonder everyone likes Luigi better than you. Joke's on you, though, because gold is not magnetic, so you just all a big fat phony. Wario's reaction's pretty great, though. It's like, what are you gonna do? That is two sprites stitched together. I only just noticed that. Very clever game. I love seeing when games recycle sprites like that. Oh my. Okay. So what's going on here? The genie is a background object, but his face is a sprite, which is why he has a bright red square in the middle of a green body. I never knew that was how they did it. That was all just, you know, one colour on the Game Boy. And what kind of cheap-ass genie wants money off you before granting a wish? Besides, everybody knows the correct answer is to wish for more genies. Or, I wish that the wishing about wishes didn't exist and that I had more wishes. Anyways, this is where the money we collected throughout the game comes into play. The genie wants money before we get to castle. The more money we have, the better the castle we get. The lowest possible amount to have in the bank is 300 coins. When I played through this game as a child, cheating, mind you, I set it up so that I got to the end of the game with 0 coins in the bank. Beating the genie gives you 300 that you can't get rid of. So, I mean, there's no fail state like in DuckTales. Oh, also, you remember I told you to remember that we picked up a genie lamp in whatever stage it was? Somewhere in Stove Canyon, I think? Whatever. This is why. Why do we need to ask Captain Syrup's genie for a wish when we already have a genie lamp of our own? I mean, this is the one and only one nonsensical item in this game. Gee, 7 grand for the whale! That was a pretty impressive feat. Incidentally, I have tried to work out why the treasures are picked out in the order they are, and I can't. As far as I know, they don't spell a secret message with the letters or the initials of what they are or anything like that. I have to wonder, is it random each time? Would you believe I didn't actually care all that much to check it out when I was a child? All I was interested in was hurrying the darn sequence along so I could see what castle I got. And then I'd get, like, the bad one. I'm going to put off telling you what you can get, because I want to see what I got first. And I think the treasure system is a fun little way of encouraging multiple runs through the game on the same save file. You don't need to do it, but... I mean, you can see I've clocked up an extra 80 grand at this point. And I'm not even done yet, so that's going to help with what ending you get. And it's a heck of a lot quicker than grinding money. I mean, even if you cheated, can you imagine how long it would take to amass a bonus... like 85,000 coins now? You know, if I had to put money on it, and I don't know why I would, because I've demonstrated here that gambling does not end well for me, I would reckon that all treasures combined are 90,000 coins. I may have to look into that. Oh hey, and if you thought that counting up was annoying, counting down is even worse. Like, the game doesn't speed up the coin counting like it did with the treasures, which I used to see as a programming oversight. Either way, we are now stuck here watching these coin bags appear. I don't know what the intervals are for the coin bags popping into the money bags, but... I mean, you can get a good guess of what ending you're gonna get based on how many bags you end up with. Is this high-pitched whining noise bugging you yet? No, it isn't! Oh, a third bag. Neat. I mentioned before how much I used to cheat with this game. I used to give myself 999 coins at the end of every level, so I'd filled the coin counter before the treasures even started racking up. This bit was quite painful, because it just kept on going. But whatever, we're done now, so let's see what happens. And can we just appreciate for a moment the fact that all the cutscenes in this game have played out without dialogue, and we still know what everybody is saying and doing. I mean, it's a testament to how well animated and how clear everything is. Oh yeah! That's about the best ending. A credit to my genius. A triumph of my will! It's okay. You know? So the worst ending is a bird box. And then you get a tree house, and then a red brick house, and then a pagoda, and then this. The treasures absolutely helped me along. Damn, and I remember this music already. Dun 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 dun. I love this tune! So when I was younger, I made a tape of video game music that I like by just holding my tape player up to the device I was recording. This was the first tune on the tape. And then there was some other stuff from like Donkey Kong 94, and there was an old CPC game called Wriggler. Love it. Hearing it now is... I recently played through Final Fantasy IX again, and I posted on Facebook how it felt like putting on a comfy pair of shoes, or saying hello to a friend I haven't seen for a long time. It's just a wonderful feeling to experience this amazing thing after so long. And that's what I'm getting now that I hear this music again. And a lot of people have worked on this game! I mean, especially for a Game Boy game. I wonder if I'll see anyone I know. Or that I know of. Anyways. I mean, I don't know anyone in the video game industry anymore. Wish I did. I mean, Suda51 sounds like my kind of psychopath. Love him. I tried to think of a nice word, but that's all that came out. Plus, I'd be able to speak to someone at Nintendo about another F-Zero game. Mario Kart 8 tries, but it's no F-Zero, I tell you what. It's almost a shame I have to do commentary and feedback to this, because I love this music so much! You know, I'm pretty sure I saw a name go by, was it Dave Brooks? I want to say he worked on localizing Nintendo World Cup, is what it was. Graham Archer is a very Japanese name, by the way. Was it Dave Brooks and Graham Archer are best friends with Jeffrey Tanaka, who worked on the last game I played. And think it's a shame this music uses the dashing sound effects, because, I mean, I would take the credits theme out of this video and listen to it in my playlist, like that one LSD track. And I'm sorry, I'm back on how amazing the credit music is. It's one of my favourites, and it gets little to no love. I mean, I've never heard anybody... Mashima Masahiro sounds like a familiar name, and I don't know why. Nope, I got nothing. Oh, but that's a familiar name, though! Seriously, Kazumi Totaka worked on this game? There's a tester as well, that's an odd one. He's usually a composer. And I wonder if that means Totaka's song is hidden in this game somewhere. I don't know, I haven't found it, if it is in there. I don't think anyone else has either. But how many testers do you need? I mean, you can see why this game is pretty much glitch-free. This game has more testers than the entire staff roll on some other Game Boy games. And you can also tell that Nintendo wanted to be like an A game for this one, because they put so many people on staff, and they gave them a Metroid engine to play with. I mean, that's some heavy investment right there. What is this, 20 plus QA testers now? That's gotta be more than the last game I played. Oh wait, Gunpei Yokoi worked on this game! He's the guy who invented the Game Boy and the Game & Watch, and that weird red tripod thing that Nintendo doesn't talk about anymore. He promoted lateral thinking with ancient technology, which I talked about in Mount Teapot, I want to say. Some point in this series. Anyhow, that's it for this series. So, join us next time for something else. And until next time, goodbye.
Just then, in another dimension.
If you manage to collect 99,999 coins, or more, then you get the best ending. The treasures give you 90,000 total, so it's not as challenging as you'd think. I mean, thankfully, time passes at 500% speed in this dimension, so it'll only take maybe 40 seconds for this sequence to play out. Can you imagine living in a world where time passed normally? That'd be weird. But I'm not going to push that one too much. A pet peeve of mine is when video games or whatever point out how stupid or annoying something is, as if that excuses doing it. Like, there's a point in Metal Gear 2, you have to take an elevator in a women's restroom, and Snake points out, A, why is there a women's restroom in an all-male installation? B, why is there an elevator in there? And Dr. Modnar responds, yeah, I guess it doesn't make any sense, does it? And then it's just never mentioned again. By the way, we're back in the normal time zone, and damn it, I just felt I could have done a time warp joke. Ah, well. Let's see what the genie's given us now. Nothing? This is a terrible wish. And now I return to my home planet. Which is fitting because the genie punched our face into the moon! Or gave us our own planet. I don't know, the perspective is weird. Either way, insane greed paid off, and I won. The credits play off about the same as usual from here, we don't need to see them again. So, join us next time for something else, and until next time, I'm your host, C64 Gamer. Cheerio!